crawling through pipes is almost as good as flying. I don't think I would agree with that if it's sewage pipes, but you know, whatever you say, mate. Alright everybody, hello and welcome back to another episode of the Good Company campaign, and welcome out here to Bloomville, to the last episode, no, not to the last episode, but to the last mission in the current scope of the Good Company campaign. So if you all remember, we left off here last time. Really sorry, I need to get back into the flow of things with this slight bit of an issue that we had going for logistics here. So, as I already told you all at the end of last episode, I would like to actually start out by solving this whole mess, because if you all remember, like, all the arrows are pretty much all over the place. Things are going back and forth 15 bajillion times, even though they don't need to. So I will just quickly take about like 5 minutes to firstly mute my phone, and secondly then also actually sort this mess. And once I'm done with that, we will continue with our actual goal of selling 50 of these pipe uncloggers. So I'll see you guys in a second. Alright everybody, and I'm back, and holy moly, did this take an absolute bajillion years for me to sort out, but it should be somewhat alright. The only thing that I've actually now found out is that I've made a mistake down here. Because if you can see right here, we are making these boards, and I looked at these circuit boards and they were only connected to here, and I was kind of like, that doesn't make much of any sense. Why would I make circuit boards down here if I don't need them? So I looked down at this thing, and turns out we need simple circuits for this kind of stuff. So I'm not 100% sure about the recipe for simple circuits. Let's just check it out. Maybe I just have the wrong thing right there, which I hope is going to be the case. If it is going to be the case, I need another table. That's going to be a very, very tight fit. So not really looking forward to the prospect of that. And that said, we do, of course, need another table. So we will need some sort of electronics table down there, and I've got kind of no clue where to squeeze that in. That said, we've got this whole array set up down here for this table down here, I think. So we don't have space for anybody to walk through right here though, do we? So this is currently the only path. Now we could move this shelving rack one further to the left or into this corner, which would slightly slow down this dude. Actually no, if I would move it out over here, this dude would be faster, but this dude would be slower slightly. So I think that's a trade-off I'm willing to make. And that should give me access to all this through here. People can walk around here for those shelves. And yeah, I'm thinking that allows me now to just go for an advanced electronics workbench and cram that in the last possible space right here. God. Okay, so that should then allow me to actually make the... Actually, should I swap this around, by the way? I think I should, to be honest. So let's, I need some space where I can temporarily place this. There. Okay, so I'm going to move this into here, actually. And I'm going to move that thing over there, because we can now have a separate shelf down there. You know, optimize access times and everything for the employees. And that way, hopefully, you make those simple circuits produce themselves even a bit quicker, which apparently I've picked the wrong thing, because this thing is too advanced for a simple circuit. Sucks when you're wasting money, doesn't it? Okay, so standard electronics workbench then. Plonk, and let's do simple circuits out here. Then let's kind of revamp the logistics out here, because I have obviously swapped this thing onto manual by now. It was such a big mess. I'm not even quite like 100% spot on sure I've actually sorted everything out. It was so much stuff to actually grind through that there may still be stuff going back and forth where it shouldn't be, such as whatever that is, you know. See, I'm still finding things, and there's another one out here. I did not actually look for the gears just now thinking of that, so yeah. surprisingly, it's not working like that the other way around. Like, don't ask me why, but okay. So, yeah, I'm sure there will be a few things popping up, and I'll just kind of have to monitor these things a bit closer once things actually start producing, because, well, it's quite a big mess still, unfortunately. So, circuit boards, though. We've got circuit boards, we've got plastic, metal. What do you need for that? You don't need plastic or metal. So we're going to get rid of plastic metal here, and we're going to get rid of the circuit board here. And, well, I actually could have kept the circuit board, but whatever. I am going to require metal in the one shelf that I don't have opened up at the moment. Let's change that. So I'm going to require metal over here and plastic. I'm going to up the bandwidth here just to make sure we've got enough of it. And we are going to funnel that in. Then we're going to get the circuit boards out, which we're going to up the bandwidth off those two, and we will be moving those back over to that small shelving rack now. Those will go into here. We will also need electronics in there, and those will go into there, and then we will be getting the simple circuits back out. Now, what I want to increase the bandwidth of out here, I'm actually not 100% sure. I don't want to increase the bandwidth of anything because I don't see the cameras in there. Where are those going at the moment? What? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Why are those going back there? Okay, let's stop that from happening. Let's actually put the cameras into the shelf that is closer, which would be the logical step, and then move them over. Okay, I hope that should be about it. Only really one way to find out. We do have a bit of a cache buffer, luckily, so that should be kind of good. I'm definitely going to get at least one more logistics employee out here, though, because the kind of maze that I've set up out here, I'm not even sure if 4 logistics employees can handle it. Because, you know, the thing is, if you want to bring mats from here to here, you got to walk all the way through here, all the way down here, all the way around here, and up here again. So that's a long trip for one logistics employee to make. And I'm kind of feeling we will even need another 1 or 2 to just kind of fix these things ultimately. So that said, I'm just going to start hiring more people. I'm not quite sure. We will try and see wherever we need people, because at least we now have these fancy icons telling us, like, oh, watch out, there's no worker assigned to this thing. So hopefully it should be a bit easier and more clear for us to see when there's any issues with missing employees. But this looks to be about it. So fingers crossed that it's about good, but you can see there's like so many supply issues still. Things are not quite catching up for me just about fast enough, so I'm just going to hire a 5th logistics employee there. And will this be good? Where's my tune even at? I've got no clue. Oh, there we are. Okay, just stuck in the middle. That's fine. Now, how are we going to be doing? What's this icon mean? Missing logistics connections. That's not a good start. Okay, what did I mess up here? Oh, okay. Apparently, I messed up the in for the rod, which is interesting because... Oh, right. Yeah, okay. So I've got 2 metal sundry connections, and then, yeah, okay. Was probably kind of getting confused by that and accidentally deleted one. Okay. Minus 15k. That's a good start to the week. I do think things are somewhat catching up now, like, somewhat, not too quickly. We, by the way, have a few leftover shelving racks that we didn't need, because, like, the game automatically assigned to this one, which I just ended up being like, okay, whatever, I don't want to have anything to do with it, and don't want to change everything all over again. And I'm just going to keep them in there for the time being, because, you know, if we end up having to advance products, maybe eventually they will come in handy, and given the whole complexity of this thing, you know, having some on-top stuff already standing around over there may end up being helpful. That said, we seem to have a slight bit of an issue down here, as this employee has got absolutely not a single metal rod while they are piling up out there. So, somebody can move something in, please? I'm not quite sure. Like, the thing was down here, right? There was, like, metal rods assigned from all over the building. And while that can be helpful, it also takes a lot of metal rods away from my usual metal sundry production, so I didn't quite like it that much, and we do have some overhang here. So theoretically, whenever an employee decides to move things... Okay, we are still not good enough, are we? I would rather make less profit than keep making like tens of thousands of losses each week, so I'm gonna get a 6th one, because we need these dudes to catch up, and the dudettes as well, of course. So please, somebody deliver metal. Somebody deliver rods. I've only got a bandwidth of 50 out there. Okay, so that's first floor discovered right there. Anybody else missing something where I could up the bandwidth? It looks more as though people are actually running out of space for their stuff because things are not being moved quick enough, which is an issue. But like really the only way to change that is hiring more and more employees for logistics, and I just want to kind of give it like a tiny bit of time, you know, for them to actually catch up when I hire another one. So I don't want to hire like 5 at the same second, because that'll probably lead to inefficiencies and more than anything. Why are you running all the way around there? Oh, you're not even an employee of mine. Okay, I'll forgive you. So, she's really only waiting for this, apparently, yeah, because we didn't have rods all this time, so hopefully, yeah, it does look like we're catching up on the single-jointed segments. Now, we only need somebody to actually deliver it, which does seem to be a big issue at the moment, because, geez, the ways, like, the distances for logistics and this stuff are just so long. But the thing is that this whole production is so complex, I didn't really know any other way for it, to be honest. Like, it's a bit messy at the moment. I'm gonna actually just go and move things myself. Or not. Well, we've got one more, so I'm gonna move that over there too. And then, you know, she's got a few, and we'll hopefully produce. That actually took us so much time, though, to even catch up on profitability. Well, not even profitability, on making the first few things, because we actually had like 3 or 4 weeks straight with losses before even making the first one of these. And that said, let's actually fix the bandwidths for this stuff too. Cells are actually maxed out here, which is good, but now she has a bit of space to actually put these in as well. And you know, we've got the first 2 out there, so how much are these actually for price? Actually, let me get 2 more out there before we like start going bankrupt or something, because my logistics employees are so slow. So how much are these on the open market? That's what I wanted to look at. Here's the market overview. 4,600, not too bad. That's pretty decent. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, and back I am. 6.3k profit. I suppose that's at least something, and you know, hopefully we are going to get a bit further with profitability now. I mean, she's producing away nicely, and we're stacking these things up nicely. Now, selling 50 is probably going to take a bit of time, though, and, you know, I kind of want to spare you guys the wait, so we're probably going to place a cut here soon. I just want to, you know, take a few seconds to actually see, like, now that we've got the logistics employees somewhat up to speed, if we do have any inefficiencies somewhere. And it does look like, I mean, a lot of these base materials the employees are waiting, which I really don't quite like, but I feel is in some cases somewhat necessary, because just having things go back and forth and everything, just, I don't know, just a lot more prone to errors, I think. Well, I could be optimizing away like crazy here. Like, the main thing that really interests me is if we're lacking materials somewhere, you know, if I need to fix some bandwidths or whatever. But overall, looks to be quite fine. So that is most certainly very nice. How are you doing for metal now? Kind of short, aren't you? Well, we can up it to 150, you know, just make sure that you have enough. And other than that, you know, let me just click through the shelves here real quick, see if we can find anything, spot any issues. But overall, I think we're looking quite fine, and we're at least turning like a 6k weekly profit now, which is, oh, which is actually not that much, because we are making more. Okay, so that's actually something to look at. See, we're only selling, it's actually interesting. I've got potential sales of 5 a week, but I'm only selling 4 a week, even though I've got more on the pallet apparently. Let's kind of wait for the end of the week, actually see how that's going to play out. We are going to check this out too. Doesn't look like there's anything out here that I should be particularly worried about, so I'm pretty happy about that. But let's now kind of, you know, see. Oh, wait a second, I totally forgot you could repaint this stuff orange. That's pretty cool, I like that. Unfortunately, you can't repaint the assembly tables, that would be pretty sick. And that said, we now turn a profit of 12k, so it does seem... Oh, we just didn't have enough of these out there. That said, how are we doing out here? For Blueprint Designer, assembly time 1.05 days, so I think we should up it to 6 a week, because that should be about the sweet spot. We will sometimes be able to make 7 a week. Actually, how much do I need for 7 a week? I mean, 30% is still kind of fine. I think we're gonna put it there just to make sure that we can always sell all that we produce. Now, obviously, it's at 1.05 days a week, and she's got to move things about the place. So I think realistically, we're only probably going to be making like 6.2 a week, something. But that way, we can at least sell all of them off, and here goes the profit. And other than that, also doing pretty fine. We're down. We are down here already at 23 out of 50 of these sold, which is great, and we will hopefully be completing that thing soon. That said, as I said before, gonna place a quick cut right here, and I'll be right back with you all when the mission is complete. Alright, and back I am, and we are nearing the end of the last week necessary to actually hit our sales. As you can see down here, 45 out of 50. And we've got another 6 of our pipe unclogging bots out here. So we should be very, very good in just a second here. Crawling through pipes is almost as good as flying. I don't think I would agree with that if it's sewage pipes, but you know, whatever you say, mate. Well, well. Here's Mayor again. If it isn't our tinkerer from the countryside, I must say I'm impressed. Word is, we have you to thank for cleaning up the air. Quite the refreshing achievement, wouldn't you say? And all thanks to Dan, the savior our savior. Let's not get too carried away. I've an even more serious problem to solve. One of our main suppliers of cyber games has failed to deliver. Oh no. I have no choice but to look for an alternative solution. Looking good for us. You've proven yourself quite capable. I need a large number of simple circuits ACP up for the challenge. Okay, so it's just another spam out as many modules as you can. Craft 40 a week. Interesting. Now the question is, I mean, we've got this table out here, right? But I'm pretty sure that's not going to be 40 a week. How many of these are we making? Because, like, that's the fastest table you can use for that as well, right? So it's 0.6 days, which means, like, 10, 11... Well, I mean, it's like 11.66 a week, but, well, I'm just going to say 11 just to be a bit conservative here, especially with, like, time. So we will need another 3 tables to make sure to hit that. Now... I really don't want to cram it in here, to be honest. And it's probably also not quite feasible, given that we would need chemical thingy tables as well. So, I don't know, do we have something with another delivery area out here that we can just maybe misappropriate for that? So, no. Oh, no. Oh, yes. That one has one. Let's buy it. I'm not going to buy the big thing just for a few simple circuits, so yeah, that's gonna be the plan. So what we will do out here then, we will as always just get 2 courier pallets, because you know I kind of prefer that. How? What did I do? I didn't even do anything. We just had that one... How? I'm so confused. I'm literally... What just happened? Did I just, like, cheat again or something? Did I break the game? How did I just do that without doing anything? I don't even know. What? No, I didn't do it. But, like... No, I did do it. But the next quest is the same one? I'm so confused. please, guys, if you watch this and you saw what happened, or you kind of skipped back on YouTube or something, let me know down below in the comments how I cheated the system, because I've got absolutely no clue. But interesting. Okay, so it seems we have got the same quest all over again. Kind of weird. But okay, I really hate to admit it, but at this pace we won't be able to deliver the goods on time. We must have those simple circuits. Time for plan B. I'm granting you access to another facility equipped with pick and place machine. Oh, so it was the okay. I got so confused there for a second. Like, that was kind of crazy, but okay, so it was the plan that we somehow complete without completing. So like the idea is that the storyline tells us, oh, we're gonna fail it, so we need to do something else. Okay. Interesting. So, I'm granting you access to another facility already equipped with pick and place machines. Interesting. I hope so. I hope so. The building is located at the bottom right part of this area. I suggest you go and check it out. Well, thanks. That sounds promising. In return, I expect you to get the job done. Nothing less than perfection will do. AJ, where's my latte? Okay, bottom right. What? Is this the bottom right? Is that the bottom right? I mean, that doesn't seem to be the premises of the company anymore, is it? Which facility exactly were we talking about here? Oh, here. That's not right, but okay. Cool. Here we go then. So we've got pick and place machines, which is cool. Oh, so these are... Oh, I see what this is. Okay, I've never actually ever used those in free play, because I've never gotten myself so far. So that's pretty sick. I mean, that's like just pretty much automated crafting with like belts and everything, right? So that's really, 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 really cool. And it's apparently allowing me to make whatever I want in terms of circuits. So I like that. Now the question is, how do I actually attach that? Because I don't really quite know. I have this apparently already connected, which is a good start. I would get these things out of there, which is also awesome. Now I would definitely need a courier pallet out here. The question being, was it possible to pick things off courier pallets with... I don't think so, right? Where was this? Oh yeah, I mean, I don't even have any... But like, could I theoretically... What is it? This zone are you... I'm just gonna manual this anyway, so... Could I theoretically just have a logistics employee that puts these things in there? Or is that not possible? I would need... Would I need? Yeah, I think I would need some sort of input for this, right? Very much looks like it. So I would need conveyor belt stuff, for which I will need some stuff from here, I suppose, right? So let's zoom over there. I think I can just probably get myself like a fast table and make like a conveyor belt part or two, because I wouldn't really need that many, I don't think. So let's just have a go at it. I'm gonna need a rod and 2 gears, which I can probably just grab a bit of that right there and a bit of that right there. And then I'm gonna need plastic, which I can just grab myself a stack from all here. Then we are gonna pause the game again to save as much time as possible. I'm not really sure if this is bound to any time frame. And then, is there any upgraded tables for this? Yeah, mechanics workbench. So I'm just gonna get myself a mechanics workbench out here. I'm gonna go on. Oh wait, no. Yes, okay. And we're gonna just start crafting away. I'm just gonna make like 2. I think that should be good. Fingers crossed. Actually, let me check it out. What is this automatic retrieval segment? Is actually 3, and I'm kind of wondering if that works or it doesn't. So let's try, I suppose. Which, actually, another thing I'm wondering about, right? How am I getting the materials into this second thing? Because this doesn't just need the circuit boards, this needs electronics too. How am I putting electronics out there? Oh, no, wait, no! Yeah. Okay. So, could I do that? Would that work? Not quite sure it would. Q. Add new. And plastic? And add new metal? Something like that? Is it gonna... Does not look like it, does it? Okay, so we would theoretically then need a shelf to pick it off of, which doesn't make any sense, does it? I could just have like a conveyor belt running out there and an employee. No! Ah, God. That was not the idea. But I could just have a shelf out there and an employee, well, not even a shelf, a conveyor belt and an employee putting things in there, right? So I don't need chemicals. I would need no chemicals. I'm apparently very good at clicking today. And then we would get a conveyor belt. And, you know... Oh, actually, does that work? No, it doesn't. Great. Can I move this about the place a bit? To where I can... Oh, I can just have it at the edge? Okay, that works if, you know... Perfect. Okay, so let's try that again. Let me put a... Well, I can actually just do it like that. I'm just going to simplify things for us. And then we can just have a logistics employee doing the things for us. Now I can move the courier pallet about the place a bit as well, you know, just make things a bit faster. And then how do I do this? Oh, come on. I need to unlock my flipping camera. The thing is, I would really love to be able to turn the camera out here for once. That'd be great. Now, I will most certainly need electronics. So let's get those. Then we will, for a start, go here, put that there, and we will put that there. No? No? Please? What's this even about? Will that just go through? Will it? Doesn't make much sense, does it? Can I just put that on there? I can. Now, why this is all on the conveyor, I'm not sure. Maybe it's just because everything's kind of attached. I'm just going to get a logistics employee and see if this works. Which I'm kind of confused and unsure as to whether it will. But I'd say just let's give it a try and see what happens. Where's my logistics employee at now? Oh, there he comes. She comes. I'm sorry. Sorry, madam. I'm sorry. Yeah, so that doesn't seem to be the way that this works. Okay. Cool. So what is the way that this works? Let's tear this down again. Okay. So, I mean, what seems to be the issue here is that it just feeds too many mats in. I'm kind of confused. Maybe, let's do it this way. The episode is already very much at an end anyways, so let's just do it this way. I'm going to ask you all, can you help me out with this? Do you have an idea of how this works? If you know, please let me know down below in the comments. And if I don't end up hearing back from you guys, I will just inform myself about the way that this works until the start of the next episode. So, for the time being, I'm going to end it here then. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below. That does always help out the channel. And if you're new around here and did enjoy this episode, also definitely make sure to subscribe right down below and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all the future upcoming content. That said, as always, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.